Okay, I'm just gonna grab my cap. Okay, so um, this is basically just like a test of sorts. Um, Honestly, I really just want to do this. Like, I mean, I just want to put this more of like as videos rather than live streamings. I because I just feel that it's like really comfortable to do this like on your computer in the moment instead of your phone. And this is not the type of content that I would like to like post on Instagram or Facebook or even like work on it. Like I would rather focus in a different way with this kind of transmissions. They're going to be named Neptuvision. Actually, that would be after Gaga Vision. Lady Gaga used to do those transmissions about her life and everything. And well, basically, during these transmissions or during these videos, I will be like talking about my work as Mr. Neptune, which is my code name, my sir, yeah, my the name that I use as a performer, designer, stylist, you name it. I've done almost everything. Not really, but that's the way that I want to say it. So yeah, today I just wanted to start doing this because I've been like reflecting a lot about the heart and what it means and what it does. I just released. I am still in the process of promoting it, like uploading it everywhere. But I just released this like single, which is called "People Pleaser." I've done other songs and other covers. I've performed in like small bars, parties at houses, etc. I'm like super low key, super amateur, but I mean nowadays you can do that, and that's totally fine. I mean that's what social media has done. It has allowed a lot of people to actually do stuff. So that's the way it is. And no matter if it's one person or five or 10 or 10,000 or whatever, right? The ones that actually see what you're making. So the thing is that I released this song, um, and the funny thing about it is that well, it's called People Pleaser. It's supposed to be I don't know, like I wouldn't like to say personality disorder, but I think that it's definitely like a thing that we would all think that it's supposed to be like a bad thing or like a flaw of sorts. But I just made that song in a very organic, natural way. I don't know. I just thought about it. Actually, I think that I am a people pleaser. At times I'm also a teacher, and I have this like class where I have like a other students, and then we started talking about it, and I don't know. I just felt that it went with me a lot, and I've been like thinking about that song a lot. Um, Especially because I wrote that song for someone very special. And when I say for someone, I mean that the lyrics on that song are literally like what I would like to say to that person in the face, like right, like just like in the raw, And the funny thing is that this person actually heard this song, but the ironic part of life and the ironic part of everything is that this person was like, "Oh, this song is really cool, and I like it very much." And this person did like great comments, but for me, it was just so bizarre. I was like, "Oh, thank you. It's great that you think about me and my art that way." And but at the same time, it was a weird feeling because I was like, "Oh, you're literally like you have no idea that I wrote the song about you. Like it's about craving for someone really bad as well. Like And I've been through that a lot, about, and I think that it's a very human thing, like to crave. I'm actually using that word, crave. When you crave for someone so much that sometimes you just have to like let that message out some way or somehow. I am not an expert on human emotions or anything like that, but oh my god, sometimes you don't even know if it's your actual heart that wants these people, if it's your ego, if it's your body, like that was the main thing that I wanted to talk about with songs about and to actually like the idea of this like videos is to actually have like a record of like creative processes that I can rewatch it myself. And obviously if anybody else that doesn't know me watches this, it's amazing. If not, this is going to be like great nostalgia for me when I'm even older than I am. um but yeah, for me it's just like fascinating, and at the same time it's just like I cannot even like. I mean, I understand that life is ironic, but sometimes it just hits like certain points where it's like, oh my god, like. First of all, I never actually thought that this person would hear the song. I literally sent the, showed this song to this person out of like conversation in a way, and uh, I was actually hoping to a certain degree that this person would never hear it, and then this person did, and when this person actually said that yeah, I'm gonna say it, he liked it very much. I don't know. I mean, it just felt intense, So um, I don't know, like what's gonna happen tomorrow. I don't know what's ever gonna happen with this person. I don't know if I'll ever see this person after a few months. I don't think this person knows how I feel towards him, but I guess that the healthiest thing that I could do as a performer, as a singer, as a songwriter is that I expressed it in my actual very first song. And I'm obviously doing all of this in a very self journalistic type of way. If people don't get me, I don't care. I don't give a flipping nothing. But yeah, that's what it is. I actually want to do like a lot of self exploration. And I don't know. I always trying to make ends meet, like in regards to my art. That's why I call it my art. It's mine because I do music. I do music videos. I perform. Right now, I'm using a cap. You can see my house. Like I'm wearing like a basic bro shirt or whatever. But I actually wear a lot of makeup. I try to be my own Lady Gaga. I will actually talk about that more later on. Hopefully, there will be like 300, 400 Neptuvisions. Again, I don't care if there's not a soul in this world that watches this or not. But I have a lot of things that I need to get out there, and to actually like find some type of cohesiveness and this kind of like a real life type of experience in regards of my artistry. So here goes nothing, right? Um, so going back to this beautiful person, there's a lot of unrequited love in like all my work and all my thoughts. People pleaser is definitely a proof of that. It's literally, it reminds me a lot of like Madonna's "Open Your Heart." Actually, this person used like a reference to Madonna. I'm a huge fan. Obviously, I would have never like associate myself to her in regards of like level of artistry because gosh, she's the queen of pop. But obviously, I have a great influence by her in my work, in my fashion, in everything I do. But it's um, again, it's just so ironic how and a specific concept can be reflected on your work, on what you're doing. So uh, the album that I'm working on, which is my debut album, I decided to call it Freako Chic. I will explain the name or what I'm trying to do later on when it comes to the whole concept. But People Pleaser would be like the first official song. I'm obviously working on other songs, but whenever I play them out or when I try to see the result, I don't consider myself a perfectionist. I actually don't believe in perfectionism, but I feel that I just want to like explore a little bit more, play with more sounds, see where my voice is getting, and things like that. So I'm trying to make this like a very organic process. Even though it's supposed to be a very like relaxed, like dance, LGBT, alternative pop kind of a vibe. I feel that there's like a lot of things that my heart wants to say, and I feel that my heart is like literally almost acting as an independent being that wants to like get a microphone and just like say stuff. Obviously that's not like the best thing to do in other aspects, but that's what I want to talk about. It's a little rebellious, right? Because for some reason, at least on my experience, when it comes to unrequited love, it usually works that way. I mean, you go and then, oh, by the way, like Vogue, of course, we can see the Madonna experience everywhere, but I'm going to turn it around. Um, but yeah, I mean, what I was trying to say is that uh, unrequited love is definitely a very hard topic. I cannot say that it's going to be like the base of like the entire concept, but I definitely do feel that that's going to be a very strong topic in this upcoming album. Obviously, I it was so hard to make People Pleaser. I'll find a way to like leave it on the chat description. I don't know. I don't care. Just working on my own however I can. But the thing here is that it took so much to do, and it was such an organic, like in the moment kind of thing that now that it's done and these people that are close to me are getting to know what's going on and listening to the song, like for me, it's kind of like, wow, I just need to make it at least another eight of those like magical organic moments to happen. Um, but I don't know. I think that that's where it's gonna go. I'm trying to process a lot of emotions. Right now, I'm very, very in love with someone that most likely doesn't even know I like him back. But I think that whenever you like someone that you cannot be with, or that's really not as likely that you'll be with them, it's really hard to like read their minds and see what they're thinking. And honestly, at this point, if you ask me, like, uh, anything can happen. Like you could literally have kids with people and they would just dump your ass from one day to another. Like, I mean, unrequited love can literally, I think, or from what I have researched and personally lived, that it can be something very. It could be like from the very beginning, like you could just like really like someone from start, and that person will never like you back, and probably treat you like a friend or an acquaintance, and it just ends up being like platonic on your side, or it could just like go all the way to like be like, oh, we had kids together and now you don't love me anymore, but I'm still in love with you. I mean, it's a very extensive concept, but I think that that's what makes it so interesting, and it's so human at the same time. It is impossible not to look at it. I find it fascinating because it's also very present. No matter how much most of us want to like cover it and not talk about it. So here goes nothing. That's gonna be the title of this video. So whoever's watching, I just hope that you have a great night. Uh, Hopefully, I guess that everyone nowadays gets haters. Hopefully, I won't get any. And if I can deactivate comments, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I mean, I'm just some dude for some people, but there will definitely be more videos like this. So see you next time. Hopefully, with more information, more music. Maybe at some point I'll actually show up with like some makeup and I don't know. I'll just see what other crazy ideas I get. So whenever I have the chance, I'll just put the link to People Pleaser. My artistic name is Monsieur Neptune or Mr. Nep, and then I'll see you next time with another Neptuvision episode. Ciao, ciao.